vet and get something to soften those up because they kind of hurt him when he walked.
Yeah, this was kind of a similar story. I had a horse that could communicate to me quite well.
Yeah, they absolutely do.
Well, he would follow me around like a puppy when I was cleaning up after him and stuff like that. I had him on my property. But here's the way he communicated to me when I wanted to ride. He would just turn with his rear end facing me, his ears flat on his head, and he'd say, "Come on, bring it on."
Oh, that's great.
You know, you wanna ride? Well, you're gonna have to earn it.
Mm-hmm.
And once I got the bridle on him, about an hour later, then everything worked out. It was just fine. But he was, and I see a lot of horses doing that. You know, they just say, "Well, you're not going to ride today if you're going to get kicked if you even attempt it."
Well, and that's great, and because you're listening to it, you're looking for it, you're in tune to that, and unfortunately, a lot of people they get into their mind that they can't communicate with their animals because so many people all through the years when they were growing up told them they can't.
Well, you know, if you stop and think about it, though, if you've got a dog that is an indoor dog, when it's time for it to go to the bathroom, it will come to you and give you that indication, "Hey, you better let me out for a while."
Absolutely.
And that's basically animal communication right there.
It's absolutely. And, you know, it goes the other way, too. I mean, you can...
You mean you can tell the dog you need to go outside and take...
Well, we can tell them things like I always tell my clients, you know, if you have problems taking your animals to the vets and they get really upset when they get in the car or get into the carrier or something, tell them, you know, don't just spring it on them. Tell them, you know, maybe a couple of days beforehand, you know, okay, in 2 days we're going to go to the vets. We're going to get in the car. It's just going to be a checkup. We're going to come home because they understand. Even if you talk to them in your voice, in our human voice, they understand. They're far beyond what we give them credit for. And they understand, and I don't know how many people I've told that to who have come back and said, "I did that. I told them," and they got, you know, they didn't fuss at all. We just went down there and it was fine.
It's interesting when you stop to think about it and look back through the years of animals that you've had in the past. And, you know, it is a fact that you don't have to be, with all due respect, you don't have to be someone like yourself who uses that as a living. You can create the ability to do that, and just by the example of the dog coming to you and saying, "I got to go outside." You know, I mean, there's a way that animal can tell you.
Absolutely.
That you realize that's what he's trying to tell you, is that now's a good time for me to go outside, and you better let me out.
Right, and I think that everybody has this ability. I mean, you know, the woman I told you about, she says, "Well, if you've been doing tarot, you can do this." Well, I think she was just saying that it's, you know, it will be an easier thing for you to step into because you're using the same skills. But I firmly believe that everybody has that skill. Everybody can do it if they believe they can do it, and they work to just hone it. You know, I mean, I think it's a skill that we've lost along the way. You know, I mean, I think, you know, you started out by asking me, have you done it since you were a child? Well, I think, you know, many times children will talk to animals or see spirits or see a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
And they're just told, "Oh, well, you're just imagining it. No, you can't talk to animals." And then they begin to believe it, so they've kind of gotten it beaten out of them.
I hadn't thought about it that way. Well, Lisa, we're running out of time here. You're calling in from San Diego, and your website, www.PawsTalk.net.
Yes.
Lisa, call us again and give us some updates on some stories that would, I think, fascinate our listening audience. I certainly look forward to you calling again.
I will do so. Thank you so much for having me on.
You betcha. Have a great day.
You too. Take care.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Another fascinating story.